Good greetings to you all, learners. Here today, Night of the Scorpion, written by Nissim Ezekiel. That is the poem that we are discussing. Before read the poem, let us know something about the poet Nissim Ezekiel. He is born on 16th December 1924 and died on 9th January 2004. He was an Indian Jewish poet, actor, playwright, editor, and art critic. He was a foundational figure in post colonial India's literary history, specifically for Indian poetry in English. He was awarded the Sahitya Akademi Award in 1983 for his collection Latter day Psalms by the Sahitya Akademi, India's National Academy of Letters. Over to the poem Night of the Scorpion. Nissim Ezekiel's Night of the Scorpion is really a solid yet straightforward explanation on the intensity of self evasive love or selfless love of particularly a mother. Full to the overflow with Indianness, it catches a very much withdrew, high contrast depiction of Indian town existing with all its superstitious straightforwardness. The writer sensationalizes a clash of thoughts battled during the evening in lamplight amongst the great and insidiousness amongst haziness and light, amongst realism and visually impaired confidence, etc. What is more, out of this disarray, there emerges a surprising charm, the magnanimous love of a mother, general population, and its mysterious incantatory impact. The excellence of the poem lies in that the mother's remark handles the people suddenly on basic, compassionate grounds with an unexpected punch. It might even help the reader to remember the short sighted supplication of Leo Tolstoy's three recluses. There are a, there are we. Three are a, three are we. Slow leniency upon us. The poem opens in a way that recommends reflection. The speaker recollects the night his own mother was stung by a scorpion, which bit his mother as a result of its savage drive, while stowing away underneath a sack of rice to escape from the rain. The speaker particularly recollects this night because of this occasion in particular. The mother was getting nipped. The manner by which the mother is charmed is likewise appeared in Blaze of Fiantish Tale. The speaker figures out how to propose that the scorpion is evil with its diabolic tail and stresses its speed with the word streak. The scorpion's that point escapes the scene and in this way hazards the rain once more. A photo of a religious town is made by what the neighbors do to deaden the scorpion. They bust the name of God. Their purpose behind this is they trust that as the scorpion moves, his toxin moves in the blood of the mother. It is likewise suggested that they live in a minding, affectionate town by the way that the neighbors feel welcome by any stretch of imagination. The speaker is disappointed by their entry, contrasting them with flies because he considered it as their entry as undesirable and bothering as they veritably hummed around the mother. They endeavored to give reasons, and many depended on superstition to think about what the issue was. The villagers attempted to discover the scorpion, yet they proved unable. By saying with candles and with lanterns, throwing giant scorpion shadows on the sun-baked walls, speaker is suggesting there is as it frequenting the house even after the scorpion had gone out. This could likewise be inferring the household utensils and different things are changed over by the cerebrum of the searchers into the shadow of a scorpion, as that is the thing that they are searching for. Numerous things were attempted to help calm the mother's agony, yet none worked. The speaker watches, defenseless. Then he is referring about his dad, the speaker's dad, who was cynic and pragmatist, attempted to spare his better half by utilizing powder, blend, herbs, crossbreed, and even by pouring a little paraffin upon the charmed toe and put a mass to it. This reflects to one of the town laborer saying, "May the transgressions of your past birth be consumed with extreme heat today around evening time," which the dad endeavors to do, not for consuming her wrongdoings, but rather to consume with smoldering heat the toxic substance living inside the mother, which mirrors her transgressions. Being gave penance for her. The speaker watches the vain sacred man playing out his beguiling spells, yet he can't successfully stop it. The laborers, at last tolerating the destiny of the mother, endeavor to put a positive turn on the circumstance by saying that regardless of whether the mother kicked the bucket, her next life, as far as an Indian conviction, would be less difficult, and she making amends for her future sins by preserving through this particular agony. Following 20 hours, the toxic substance loses its sting and the mother is all right. An indication of her overall love and love for her youngsters is demonstrated when she expresses gratitude toward God that she was stung and not her kids. It originated from a religious foundation, and Nissim composed this lyric endeavoring to give impression of outrage, yet additionally a fundamental message to protective love alongside a trace of culture and superstition. Pictures of the dim powers of insidiousness possess large amounts of Night of the Scorpion, the underhanded tail of the scorpion, Goliath scorpion, shadows on the sun prepared dividers, and the night itself point to detestable. Truth be told, the ballad is about the correlated inquiry with respect to what can overcome fiendish, where superstition, logic, and religion demonstrate useless, the self destroying affection for a mother had its say. Indeed, it is love vincit omnia, means love overcomes all, and that is all you have to know. That's all about the poem. Thank you. Keep watching my videos and keep encouraging me. Like, share, and subscribe, and hit the bell icon for more notifications about my videos. Thank you.